What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We're back with the Boxing Clinic and more. On a boxing grind today, doing a lot of boxing content. That's what we doing, man. We keeping it moving, keeping the ball moving. And, nighttime grind. One time for the one time. Me gonna react to Vilified Media interview he did with Schaefer. I'm gonna lead it, 2 interview links in the description. They both like 3 minutes long. Vilified Media does an excellent job getting great interviews and asking the right questions. Never scared to get asked the tough questions. And, I definitely recommend this page very highly. A solid dude, man. And, subscribe to him, show him the love, help support him. If he's asking for donations, donate to him because he's out there on the move and getting these interviews, exclusive interviews. But this interview was very, very interesting. That piqued my interest and caught my eye because Richard Schaefer is ripping Eddie Hearn. He was asked how Eddie Hearns would do in the UK. In America, coming over to America. He said he says it's competition everywhere. It's competition in the UK. Says that he's pretty sure Eddie Hearns knows what he's doing. He's a big boy. And basically it should, work out well for Eddie Hearns because he got a relationship with HBO now. And, with Danny Jacobs being his first major American star, hopefully it goes well for him. He also said that he took shots at Eddie Hearn. First, Eddie Hearn must have took shots at Richard Schaefer and his accent, and Richard Schaefer took some shots at the UK and the Britain people, the way they talk, but it was real subtle, good wordplay by Richard Schaefer, but only because Eddie Hearn took offense to how he speaks as well. He's Swiss, so he does have a little accent, but it's cool with me. But, he says that, Eddie Hearn, only reason Eddie Hearn is basically successful is 2 reasons, because his dad helped, because his dad paved the way for him to get the Sky Sports deal, and that's, keeping him afloat. And Anthony Joshua. Richard Schaefer says his 100-year-old grandmother can promote Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's charismatic, talks good, and he's exciting in the ring, and he can fight. So he says it's not hard to promote Anthony Joshua, and his dad helped pave the way for him to get the Sky deal, and that has set up Eddie Hearns for success and able to come over to the United States. And also said he thought Frank Warren was the better promoter. He said he has no allegiance, no ties to either one of them. Just says that he thought Frank Warren was better. He's built fighters up better. He promoted better. But Eddie Hearns does get the bulk of the shine over there because he has the big star in Anthony Joshua. He did lose Carl Frampton as well and some other fighters, and he got some other fighters. But other than Anthony Joshua, that's his main call. He said anybody could promote him, and he thinks Frank Warren has did an overall better job. And Frank Warren does have some dogs coming with Anthony Yard and Daniel Du Bois, and he's done an excellent job keeping those guys busy and keeping those guys, visible on good cards. So, I don't know a whole lot about the UK boxing scene, but I appreciate what both of those guys do, and I've been on multiple times on record saying that Eddie Hearns is a solid promoter, but at the end of the day, he's more of a businessman and protecting his number 1 asset, Anthony Joshua, and he's acting like a little business, in my opinion. Sometimes with Anthony Joshua, scared to take the training wheels off of Anthony Joshua, and probably, and I understand that, he's doing big money. He's making $20 million fighting Brasware Puev, and Puev is making $5 million. So you don't want to pay with the church's money, but one day you got to let them, go walk on their own, pee on their own, and ride their bike on their own and take the training wheels off. But hopefully Eddie Hearns understands that. But also Richard Schaefer also said that, potentially the writing's on the wall for Anthony Joshua to go over to HBO, saying that we're going to probably have another Kovalev and Adonis Stevenson fight happen, another big fight that's probably not going to happen. Because both of these guys are switching, are probably going to be on 2 separate networks. He says you see how Eddie Hearns has a close relationship with HBO through Danny Jacobs now. He says you can see the writing on the wall. He's going to take Anthony Joshua, over to HBO. And we're going to probably have a Kovalev and Deontay Wilder situation. We know Al Heyman has been no stranger letting some of his PBC fighters go over HBO and hash out a deal. But at the end of the day, Anthony Joshua did say the fight could happen with Wilder in 2018, 2019, 2020. And basically he's scared to lose. He knows he's going to lose eventually one day. And he's preparing himself for that. But fans ate it up and still blame Deontay Wilder for the fight not happening. Oh, he's not this. Oh, he fought this guy. Oh, he fought bums. Or he's not ready. Anthony Joshua going to beat him anyway. And once he runs over to HBO, let's see if Anthony Joshua, let's see if the fans going to give him the hard time like they gave Adonis Stevenson a hard time for going over to Showtime to make good money and not get fucked in deals like Kovalev did with Ward. So let's see if y'all gonna call a spade a spade. We know y'all not. Y'all call spades everything else but a spade in boxing. No, it's amongst a lot of these fans, especially these fair weather fans. it's no consistency in calling what it is in boxing. But apparently Richard Schaefer already has the inside scoop on that. Says that Joshua was going to vote for HBO, and I can see that because HBO is the premier boxing network, and now they putting in more work and they investing more money into that boxing program when it looked like they was going to be on the downslope. So basically, Schaefer predicts another Kovalev and Stevenson situation, and at the end of the day, it really don't make me no difference. I know that this fight probably wasn't going to happen, especially with Tyson Fury getting back in the fold. So Joshua was really going to target Joseph Parker, which it sounds like a deal's in place with Top Rank and them. And now he's going to target Tyson Fury if he's able to make some successful comebacks next year. And he's going to eat. He's going to eat. And he says Joshua going to want to come to America, and he's going to make way more money on the pay-per-view buy. So just check out the interview. It's very, very deep and in detail, even the 2-3 minute videos. But we gone.